Okay, Geoff. That's ended up being an emphatic 4-0 win in the Divisional Cup against Thamesmead, a team who we played a couple of weeks ago in a rather boring 0-0 draw. So quite a reverse.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit topsy turvy when I say, like, obviously we heard about the new managerial change, and when a new manager sort of takes a preferable step up, what they like to say, it usually takes some of their better players. So it's always a good time to play them, should I say? And no disrespect, because new team, new players, and again, credit to the awards winning grounds team to for getting the game on, because it was 50-50 at one point. But we already knew that if that was the Thamesmead we faced, obviously on in December, that was going to already go start front foot attacking, because it was not much happened. So again, it's about doing your research in terms of obviously learning from obviously the previous game, and then trying to have a few more sort of attacking players, having 2 8s further up the pitch, to try and sort of break the deadlock, because I feel that Thamesmead game, again, if we did break the deadlock, I think we would have seen it out. So it was very important we got the goal. We started well, similar to, I'll be honest, Saturday. So in terms of performance wise, it was another good performance. So we wanted to build on that. We didn't really change too much. Predominantly kept the same team that we had, and it was nice, to make the breakthrough. Again, it would have been our luck. The free kick at the end of the first half would have went in, 1-1 a game against the run of play, and that would have been testament of what's been happening throughout the season in terms of dominating games but not capitalizing on it. So again, it's always a big relief in these sort of games that you can get the second, which Fred did, and then was able to sort of ring the changes, keep the momentum up, and naturally what happens is, the team sort of like you're playing against sort of like, lose momentum and lose confidence, and then you can sort of make it a third and a fourth and a fifth. And that's what we did finally, because as you've known this season, games like this, they would end maybe 2-1. They would have scored right at the end. We'll be holding on, and you think, why are we in this sort of situation? So credit to the players, because we've been waiting to do that to a team, and we just need to see more of it, that clinical edge, especially when we're dominating those big chances, converting them, because they changed the game, they changed the course of the game, and we're into the next round, which is very important, because it's the last cup obviously we're participating in. So, and I like the League Cups, because you win a couple of rounds, you find yourself in a semi-final or quarter-final, so it is quite winnable. And obviously it's good to build a momentum for the league challenge, because we've got 2 more home games now, and we do need to win those to keep ourselves in the promotion picture.
Okay. First goal came from Julian, from our set piece. It bowled around it. He put it in very nicely. Second goal, as you say, from Fred, from a flick on from a corner. Third goal, Cameron's first goal for a while. The emphatic finish, that must do his confidence a lot of good. It was a great strike.
I don't think he would want the super sub tag, but he does seem to, really, have a beam in the body when he comes on the sub, and that's what you want, really, competition for places. Louis has done well in the last 2 games. He's held it up for us. His work rate is really good. It sets the tone in front of players behind. But yeah, it's a great strike, and we know that's what Cameron's capable of. He will be disappointed with a few of the chances he's missed in previous games, but listen, you go through spells of that as a striker. But he came on, looked very confident, felt fit, and yeah, listen, in terms of that sort of technique, that's it's always going to go in. And his all-round play was really good. Could have had a couple of assists as well. So that's what we want. As I said, we want to make it competitive, and we need players to sort of step up, like you said, because obviously this season predominantly has been Fred who's been carrying the can in terms of the goal scoring. So can Noah get back to form? Arthur got one today as well, which is good. So we need goals from different sort of areas that will sort of aid us, as I said, come business end, because the game's going to get more competitive. They're going to have that cup final sort of feel, because you're going to be playing against teams that know, if they win this game, they go, a few places up. Teams with games in hand will have to play them back to back, so they're not going to win all those games. So it's very important. And we put ourselves, like I said, in a competitive picture. Come 5 games to go, we're sort of in the frame, to kick on. Because, like I said, at the moment we're sort of mid-table, we're sort of in the midst of it, because we keep missing opportunity to sort of, push on. So it's very important. Like I say, Saturday is a massive game now that we do need to win. But a lot of good performances, as you said. Noah S again continued his form. He's he's coming, feeling a bit more comfortable. His confidence is high. You can see it, because he's a very good player, and he's one of the few players in our team that can play that through ball, get on the half turn, that little bit of creativity which you do need to open up teams like this. So it's good for his confidence as well, and he's been here since the start of the season, and it's good. starts to feel part of it as well.
They struggled to handle Lewis as well. They had an amazing.
Yeah, Lewis in this form, but we need Lewis again to that finishing touch.
But yes,
he
had a big chance and he missed it.
And that's what it is. Again, that Saturday, that finishing touch. We know the qualities Lewis possessed, and the ceiling is high for him, but it's just that finishing touch, that little bit of composure at the end. He comes away with a hat trick, and no one can say anything about it because he's devastating on his day. So just that final touch. But like I said, if you look at the options we've got now in attack, we're good. We just need to again just bring it all together.
Okay, statisticians have been in touch. Apparently, it's our 200th men's competitive fixture, which means you've been in charge for all 200 as well. So you're setting all sorts of records. And
it's a nice way to kind of celebrate the 200th. I didn't know that, so obviously thanks for letting me know. And it's always been a pleasure. You don't realise the games sort of fly by, don't they? And obviously, we had sort of the COVID seasons as well. So, so probably would have been sooner. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. As I said, freezing night. I can't thank the fans enough, coming out today, giving us that support, especially at 1-0. It's always momentous. And like I said, we can get a bit of a run. We love a day out. Clapton. So that's always our aim, and then let's go and win it.
Back here on Saturday for Elmstead, you mentioned it. That's the middle one of those three fixtures you talked about in the programme. On to the next one.
Yes. Because as I said, we've set the challenge, we've set the bar now. We do need 6 points really from the next two. So with the focus is there, and like I said, it just sets us up because then we've got some tough away games after that as well. So we do need these 6 points.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
congratulations
everyone.
On the 200, but also congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Cheers.